Wednesday. Wednesday, 25th. It's morning now. And like I said, camp was awesome. Here we go. So we're kind of hiking along the mountaintops. That's Highway 138 cutting across. Probably can't see it, but those are the three little mountains over the top of the hill here, going out to Tehachapi the back way by the race course. And then we have lots of windmills and solar panels. So it's 24 miles to Hikertown, which is on 138. And so we'll do probably 15 today. And which is plenty. Got my first blister yesterday in that heat, back of the left heel, so had to take the pocket knife and cut a 1/2-inch circle around it and pull all the skin off. Nah, I just left it alone. It was still there this morning, so I popped it and put some K tape on it and cruising along. Feels okay. Nothing yet, but it's not hot, so I use Body Glide on my foot just to, that I did yesterday too. So I think Body Glide probably absorbs in the sock, and then after a while it just doesn't become Body Glide anymore. So just my opinion. So felt it coming on, and they always say just go ahead and stop, and so pretty out there. So yeah, tell you to stop and take care of it. So kind of feels like you have a little pebble in there. So I clean my shoes out, and then about a 1/2 mile or so I could feel it again. So only had 2.3 I think to the camp, so it's like, I'll just get to camp. So they tell you not to do that, and they tell you to stop and take care of it, and I probably should have, and I probably wouldn't have had a blister, but it's a small blister. So but first blister in 494 miles, I think. So hey, I'll take that. So this morning was good. Got out of camp early, like I said. It's a little after 6. We're all low on water, and Nikolai yesterday at the spring said that there should be a couple little streams, natural springs here. So he's got a really cool little book map, and he's been dead on so far, so I'm kind of trusting his. We could have gone down a 1/2 mile off trail, pick up some water down there somewhere, and then hike back up, which is a mile lost. I know it doesn't sound like much, but packing water uphill is not the most fun, and today's going to be hilly anyway from what the elevation chart says. So but found a spring just like he said, so I got 2 3/4 liters of water. Supposed to have a spring in 3 miles or so, and if that's the case, then I'm gonna drink a liter, and then we're supposed to have water in 9 miles, and might have water at our camp. So it should be a good day. Stay hydrated. So yeah, yesterday I was down to about 4 or 5 drinks of water, So before I hit that spring, so that was nice. Wash the head off. Use the buff, wrap around your neck, and let the water drip down. Just cool you off for a while. I think I stayed there 30 minutes or 40 minutes, just cooling off. And then loaded up with enough water that we were good last night. So wasn't that hungry at the beginning, but then I started getting hungry because I think I was just waterlogged, drinking 4 liters, 4.5 liters, whatever it was. And so after I sat down for a little bit, it was good. So anyway, yeah, had my breakfast skillet last night for dinner. It sounded better, more nutritious than Top Ramen or something. So, and this morning had about 3 cups of tea or so with the ginger snap cookies. I didn't want to, had to save enough water to get 3 miles if we had to, so I didn't make oatmeal. But so very nutritious breakfast. Hot tea and with 2 tea bags. Needed a little jolt of energy this morning to get rolling. So I think today will be a good day. It's gonna be hot, but hopefully we don't have the huge climbs that we did yesterday. But it is what it is. Getting an early start helps. So I've only got 1 layer on, just my shirt, so left out of camp that way. So if we do the 15 tonight, then I think we have a 9 into Hikertown off Highway 138 Avenue D. It runs between I-5 and Lancaster. And then we may night hike. I don't know. We're talking about it. Just because it is so hot and flat out there. Most people do. And they'll hike most of the night and then sleep a little in the day and then a couple hours and then take off again. So try to make it past all as much heat as possible. And then heading up into Tehachapi, so which will be mountains and, you know, elevation climbs and stuff, but that's another day, not today. So yeah, so I got my first blister yesterday, like I talked about, so it's feeling good. No issues right now, so. But today is 500 miles. 500 miles. That is astonishing to me. So, yeah. 400 was amazing to me. 500 is even more amazing. So, I don't know what the marker's going to look like. 300 was the best marker so far. Nice custom made pillar. So this will probably just be stones like the 400, I would guess. So, but either way, it's 500 miles today. So yeah, amazing. So still liking the trail. Yesterday was a tester though. Whew. Yeah, yesterday just wanted to get to camp. Just couldn't. Just one of those long days. And so, but we did bump our mileage up from 12 to 15. So, you know, 25%. So that's gonna put a little wear and tear on you. Sochi's having some challenges yesterday and today. She doesn't like the heat, for one, but her leg keeps, I don't know, banging in the socket, she said, so. But, so she's trying to figure out what she's going to do and trying different socks and all kinds of stuff. And it's funny, Steady and I sitting there telling her how to design like a shock system with fluid and a little cooling vent on the outside. You could have some one-way reeds, and so you could pump the cool in around your leg and keep it cool. But we'll see. She's an engineer, rocket scientist, so she should be able to figure that stuff out. But so she, when it gets really hot, the hydraulic fluid in there heats up, and then it doesn't work right. It's too viscous. So and then the hydraulics don't work as they should, so she has to cool her leg off, put water on it. So yeah, a lot of challenges. So, and the way she walks too is challenging because her right foot, good foot, does so much work supporting the left foot. So things we take for granted. So yeah. Oh, and then yesterday evening, all the bugs started coming out. So all these little black gnats flying in your eyes. Wednesday. Just amazed. It's so nice to have trees in these mountains before we drop down into the desert, into Hikertown tomorrow. It's just great walking. Nice path, nice trees, nice shade. I know that'll end, but it's enjoyable when you get it. Chowing the trail mix, which is a really good mix. Costco's 3 different nuts and raisins and craisins and a little bit of M&Ms. So yep. And put a little coconut in it. Sun glare. So it's all good. I like coconut, so be chowing on that today. Finish up my sour Skittles today. I think I have a 3 Musketeers and a what kind of bar is that? Some kind of protein bar of some kind. So yeah, should be a good day. But every day's a good day. Well, we lived through yesterday, so that was a tough one. We've had probably 4 really tough days, and you know, wake up the next morning tired, and you know, you do your thing. So we have all day to hike, so that's what we do. So I do like getting into camp a little earlier, 4 or 5 o'clock. And set up camp, take a 20-minute breather, lay on the pad for a little bit, relax the back, and yeah, and then start thinking about dinner and stuff. So But lately it's been getting into town a little, or into getting into camp a little later. So, but it's okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably have a better view up here, so when we get closer to the top of the mountain. So, Kim's haircut's kind of looking a little frazzled. Oh, she said it was a 6-month guaranteed haircut. It's supposed to look good every day. But I don't know. I have to go back on my week off and have to touch it up with something, because yeah, look at that. But like I said yesterday, it was so nice to wash your face and wet your hair and cool your neck off. It was awesome. So some of the little tiny things out here that are just big for us. So yeah, like when we were coming down into Agua Dulce, met a hiker and gave us a tangerine. Oh man, that was good. Man, that was good. It's just these little tiny things that normal life wouldn't be that big a deal, but out here, it's awesome. Truly noteworthy. So these are the mountains. Those tall pines is kind of where we stayed last night. Out there. So we've hiked around and around. Green now. Beautiful out here. And you can see, I don't know if that's pear blossom or what, but Victorville's out there, way out there somewhere. So anyway, I'll see you in a little bit.